but we're starting with all things Doctor Who. So let's welcome the Doctor himself, Ncutu Gatwa, and his time-travelling companion, Millie Gibson. Welcome, guys.
Welcome both. Good to see you. Good to
And
see
as
you.
well.
So you had the premiere last night. Millie, how was it?
Oh, you know what? It was weirdly chilled. I kind of got there and I was like, oh, it's fine. It's actually fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a lovely time. It was so cool seeing the episodes in full CGI and all that jazz. So yeah, it was really lovely. Yeah, we had a great time.
Nice.
It's getting closer and closer. That first episode of the brand new series, just over 2 weeks' time, the 11th, Saturday night. How are we both feeling, Ncutu?
Terrified.
It is.
It's terrifying,
It is.
but exciting as well. We poured so much love into it, and Russell's scripts are amazing, and so yeah, ready for the world to see it.
Yeah.
Heart is racing, but just ready for it.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah, it's good vibes. Well, look, we have had non-stop messages from Doctor Who fans.
Oh, you've really filled up the inbox.
Yeah, it's mildly broken.
Sorry for the spam.
It's mildly broken, but Al and I, a while back, we actually had the opportunity to find Ncutu, your very first fan, as the Doctor, and we actually saw him wearing a T-shirt with you on it. This was your co-star from Barbie. That's Ryan Gosling after
Mr.
you starred with him on
Oh
Barbie,
my
and he's been a
gosh.
massive fan, mate.
Yeah, a dear friend he is, yeah.
That is pictures following him about.
Yeah.
I know, he's a fan. And
Did he make that T-shirt himself, by the way?
I
You
think
gave it him, didn't you?
I gave it to him. Right. As a little
said,
gift
"Wear
package.
it."
Wear it or else, right?
It was an amazing moment, and if I'm feeling a bit sad, Ncutu, I play it all the Kens in the Oscars singing. How was that? Because doing it in front of Hollywood's finest must have been a huge moment.
Well, I'm just Ken, and I'm enough. I'm enough. Oh my God, it was amazing. What an experience!
Insane.
I couldn't believe what was happening. But just a nice excuse to get dressed up in pink and celebrate that film as well. It's an incredible film. Ryan was so lovely to invite us all to do it with him, and so yeah.
I love that Ryan Gosling is a Doctor Who fan. I really
Who
do.
would have thought?
But look,
thought?
Ncutu, you've had non-stop fun because it's continuing in the brand new series of Doctor Who. You get to travel to loads of different places, including the 60s, right? Now, I mean, some of these outfits are incredible, and you get to meet the Fab Four, you get to meet the Beatles as well.
themselves.
There they are. I mean, Millie, just how fun was it going to the 60s?
I've not left, as you can tell. I'm very much still loving it. Yeah. I absolutely adored it. And I remember when I was growing up watching Doctor and I was like, the episodes where the Doctor and the Companion go back in time, they're always my favourite. So I was like, I wonder if we will. And Russell happily gave us 2 times to go back to. And yeah, that was pretty special,
Yeah.
Well, all of that got Matt Allred hankering after his very own TARDIS.
If you
Could go back, any gig, any artist, any year, who are you choosing? It's a difficult one, isn't it?
It's a difficult one.
My first one that springs to mind, and this isn't even that much back in time, but the brilliant Amy Winehouse for me.
Yeah, cool.
Good
Yeah,
choice.
yeah, that's the first one that springs to mind.
Yeah.
She's so
Ncutu?
unique and
Very good
beautiful.
choice. Prince. I think I'd go and see a Prince concert. I want to see
totally.
Purple Rain live.
Yeah.
Oh my God, imagine that.
Can you imagine?
Oh, so good. Well, look, there have been so many iconic Doctor and companion pairings over the years, right? Obviously, you now join that alumni. And we've got so many questions about this, Ncutu. We've actually had this from David saying, how would you describe your guys' on-screen partnership?
Oh, just 2 besties that can't help themselves but get in trouble.
Yeah.
I feel like, it's very much, it's very much a Ncutu and Millie vibe.
Yeah.
Translates
Yeah.
onto screen. Just troublesome mischief makers of hearts of gold.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's lovely.
Yeah, that is nice.
I practiced that last night.
Well, you've seen Doctor Who being trailed across the BBC, but here's another taste of what we can expect over the coming weeks.
I don't have a people, I don't have a home, but I have freedom. Catching monsters, getting into scripts. So I keep moving on. to the next thing, and the next, and the next. Have you ever felt so alive? And that's just the beginning.
The wires.
The wires.
The Millie and Ncutu
just
show
like-
is, yeah.
I'm
this is
so sorry.
No,
Sorry.
no, it's perfect.
We get carried
great.
away.
No,
like
it's perfect. The chemistry between you guys is wonderful to see, and you can see it straight away. But Millie, I have to ask as well. You're playing one of the youngest. You are one of the youngest actors to play a companion.
Oh, gosh,
and I understand that there was a moment where you found out you were going to be that companion, and you were in a tanning salon. Is
Yeah,
that right?
I just had a spray tan.
God.
So, yeah.
Not good for tears and the
Not
streaks.
at all, Alex. Can you imagine? I stood there and I was like, don't cry this off. This was £20. So, yeah, it was intense. But I also thought,
It wasn't whilst it was happening, was it?
No, imagine. That would
Yeah.
be even worse. No, it was whilst I was drying off, so I don't actually know what's worse. I was in the most peculiar place, and it was so funny because leading up to it I was like, okay, I'm going to be in a quiet coffee shop or just at home in case they go, you didn't get it, and I'm like, oh, that's awful. But yeah, it was the day I was in a tanning salon and I found out.
I actually love you even more now. Now then, Ncutu, you're the 15th Doctor. We've got another question. Oriana asks, do the Doctors have their own group chat? And have they given you any advice?
They do have their own group chat.
What's it called?
The Hooniverse.
So original.
That's
So original.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, and they have given so much advice. They've been so lovely and friendly and generous with their time.
Yeah.
And
Who's
so,
the
yeah.
friendliest?
The friendliest, I'd say Davy Poo. David Tennant.
David Tennant.
Yeah. But all of them. It's like it's a club that only we get. You know,
Yeah.
only the Doctors get. So.
But there must be that massive thing, you know, when you heard the news that obviously you were going to be the next Doctor, did it go through your mind straight away being like, OK, how do I put my own spin on this? And you know, how did you do it?
When this one walked into the audition room...
Stop it. You need to stop answering that
No,
question.
honestly,
like that.
I was like, now I know where I want to take... Now I know the vibe of what I want in the TARDIS. Just... Because there was such a, cheeky glint in your eye. And I was like, this one is so sharp and, troublesome. I was like, this is perfect for the vibe that I want. So, yeah, I'd say...
Yeah. Now, we know, dun, 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 there are no Daleks. But Ian would like to know who, therefore, are the villains in this series.
So we have the incredible Jinx Monsoon.
Is the most powerful villain that the Doctor's ever faced.
Oh, wow.
She is very exciting. We've got Bogeyman.
Yeah.
Also still
Sounds horrendous.
scared as to
What we
What
can
you
say.
can say. Yeah, I can tell. There's a lot of people over here that are going...
There's like a gang of execs over there.
Every exec is just like this right now. Yeah. Well, let's move on because...
P45 in the mail.
Well, look, I know, Ncutu, there's something that you do that I found really, really interesting. You're a big fan of astrology.
Am
I right?
Yes.
And you like to map out the astrological chart of your characters.
I'm so cool. So cool.
Without diving into what exactly is required in an astrological chart, what star sign is the Doctor and why?
Well, I think he's an Aquarius.
Okay.
Are you an Aquarius?
I'm an Aquarius.
You're an Aquarius.
I'm an Aquarius,
I
yes.
think he's an Aquarius. He's very intelligent. And oh my God, very intelligent. It's got a purpose to fight for as well. Thinks about society as a whole and how to better it.
Yeah. Well, that sounds nothing like me.
No.
So that you lost me at intelligent. Ncutu, you lost me at intelligent.
That's not true. Now then, we should
You're
say,
smart. I know
before you
are.
two get yourselves in trouble, we will say Doctor Who is set to make its explosive return on Saturday, the 11th of May. For the first time ever, this is exciting. 2 episodes will launch at midnight on iPlayer, and then they'll be shown on BBC One later that day, right before the Eurovision Song Contest. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's like, they thought that one through.
Yeah, totally.
nice.
We cannot wait. Now, our next film stars an old pal.